Okay, let's go to matter number 51 of 2018. Court assistant, please call the two matters out and take this from me.
Criminal case number 51 of 2018, Republic versus Joseph Irungu. Joseph Irungu last week.
Good morning. Kindly take your seat. The counsels in this matter kindly address the court on who is appearing. This morning I saw a document on my desk indicating that there was an appointment of a new counsel to represent the accused person, and I would like to be guided whether this new counsel is acting alongside the counsel who's been on record or he's coming on record.
My lady, I appear for the offendant alongside with the counsel who has just come on record, and that is Mr. Andrew Muge, who is coming on record for the accused for the offendant alongside with me.
Court assistant, excuse me, Adrian. This cannot be for this one.
The family of the deceased is represented by Omiti alongside with Musembe. They are in court physically.
Okay, go on.
The DPP is represented by Jowie, who is holding brief of Ms. Mwaniki, and there's another counsel also who is appearing.
Together with Ms. Patel.
Mr. The matter is coming up for sentencing. I would like to confirm that we received
Just a minute. So, Prof, I request you to sit down because there are observations that I would like to bring to our attention. I delivered judgment in this matter, I believe, on 9th of February. Is that correct?
yes, ma'am.
And I set this matter for sentencing today. My understanding of the time given to the parties was a period of about 1 month, if I'm not wrong. And I directed that we have documents and reports filed to enable the court deal with the final lap of these proceedings. I called for the file yesterday. Court assistant, please come here. I need a lot of assistance from you. And among the documents I expected to assist this court in making its decision today was a pre-sentence report. I expected submissions on sentence from the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution. I expected a write-up, even from the victims' families, counsel in form of submissions. And I expected a write-up from the accused person's lawyer in no other form than mitigating or mitigation submissions. Without, of course, having to repeat what I've said, having had the family challenge up to Wednesday, the only time I'd have called for the file was yesterday, which I did. I called for this file in the morning and I only managed to get it at 4 p.m. That was not too late for this court to do its work today. But the most disappointing bit, which I must go out clearly because I have become a victim of condemnation for adjourning this matter. Maybe that tells you why I came back here despite my mourning. And we must put blame where it falls. And so when this file reached me yesterday at 4 p.m., the only document that was availed was a pre-sentence report. I did not have any other document for me to consider, to sit down, even if it was overnight, to prepare my judgment on sentence. I was made to understand the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution filed their submissions at 5:30 p.m. I have been made to understand that the victim's family counsel filed submissions this morning at 7, rather last night at 7 p.m. The only document from the accused points is a notice of change of advocate, and there are no submissions filed as at sitting here at this hour. So the question I would like all of you to answer to the hearing of the public and of course the good media here is, how is the court supposed to work when we are filing documents at the hours at which we filed? But more critically, how do we then proceed today to enable the court to bring the final curtain on this matter today? So that is my observation. As you stand up to address the court, please deal with that. And in that regard, I will request the first party to go, and that is the ODPP, to speak to what I've said. Thank you.
Thank you, Naledi. Naledi, it is true that we filed our submission, sentencing submissions late. It was an unavoidable situation that we had. We do apologize to the court and to the various stakeholders that we have today. We had expected to file our submissions earlier, but that is not possible. Nevertheless, Naledi, we will take directions from this court. How we will proceed. We are put to orally submit, but noting that we serve late, the other parties may take apologies.
Okay. I think we'll be moving to the victims' family counsel. Your submissions were filed. Mr. Omiti,
Yes, my lady.
no one introduced you this morning. I only saw the young man, Mr. Msengi. You have not appeared in a long time. I think Prof forgot to introduce you.
Professor Nandwa did.
Oh, he did?
Yes, yes.
My
yes,
apologies. I didn't see him. I've not even entered you on record. Please allow me to do that.
Correct.
I'm sorry about that. But now I have effectively entered you on record.
Thank you, my lady. My lady, we also confirm that indeed, as the court has indicated, our submissions were filed last evening. The main reason for that is that we had expected to have received the sentence report, because that would have been important for us to make reference to even as we prepare our submissions. We received the same yesterday, and immediately we received it, we put together our submissions and we filed it. So ours is also according to the court that is yet. We were ready to submit orally, but as the office of UNDP, we've understood the sentiments of the court because we served this morning. Perhaps the other side would need a bit of time to look at that. We take directions.
Okay. Professor Nandwa for the accused person.
My lady, we sincerely apologize for not filing our submissions and instead filing a misleading document, change of advocates. No change of advocate is appointment of a new advocate to act alongside with you. We are sorry for that. It is actually dated notice of appointment, so it's acting alongside with me.
Sure.
We wanted to file our submissions earlier. However, we were waiting for the pre-sentencing report, which was not sent to us until we endeavored to pursue the officer, and he said that it's ready, but he does not have instruction from his superior to share with us. That was as early as 10 a.m.
When was that?
Yesterday. Yes. We had shared the exchange and he had my contact, but he did not have instruction to share with us. Fortunately, I think he got those instructions at exactly 12 yesterday, 12:30 like that. Around 12:30, he had the courtesy of sharing with us the two reports. One, a scanned one, and the other one is a PDF, but the same report. So we were expected to start reacting to it from that time. Fortunately, also today in the morning, we have been served with the victims. No, the DPP served, they had the courtesy of serving us with their submissions at around 7
PM.
We looked at it and we were expected also to react on it. Today in the morning, Your Honor, my lady, we have been served with victims' submissions, which, to be honest, to the court, because I've been participating in the proceedings in the previous matters, it's my colleague Munge, is the son of Bishop Munge, who is the one who was read. And I think both the prosecution and also the victim, they have said that we want time to react to their submission. But I wish to inform this honorable court that notwithstanding late service, we were ready to do the submissions today orally, and we notwithstanding the fact that the service was late, we are ready to do the oral submissions today so that we don't delay this matter.
Yeah, but you may do your oral submissions. Do you think the court would require time to read a document that was filed at 7 PM last night? Because it was not sent to me. How much time do you require, Prof? Could you have been able to mitigate the situation by dispensing with your rights to consider what was served late? How much time do you require for oral address to the court? Because the purpose of filing submissions is to enable us spend
yes. My colleague has
less time on addressing the court on submissions, so we just highlight.
Yeah.
So how much time do you require for your oral submissions?
My colleague has advised me that 10 minutes will suffice and the court can retire to make determination for some time, and then it comes back.
So you need 10 minutes?
Within 10 minutes.
Sure. Are you ready?
So we are ready.
Then proceed and take 10 minutes to give the court your submissions. I will accommodate you.
My lady, if I may, I think with the whispering we may be having a misunderstanding. What I meant to say is that when we get the chance to file our submissions in response to the submissions that have been filed, then after that we will only require 10 minutes to submit.
Can I allow you a bit of time to have a discussion with
Yes.
your colleagues so that both of you who are representing the accused person are operating from the same platform?
Yes, yes.
And the clarity I want is whether you want to dispense with your right, it's not a right really as it were,
Yes.
to file any written mitigating submissions and address the court orally today, 10 minutes, or whether you want to file and then highlight. And remember, the moment you say you want to highlight, then it will call upon the other parties to indicate to the court whether they want to highlight. I've seen some of the submissions that have been given with pictures that this court has been invited to look at. And so,
Yes, and my lady, that is the problem that I'm having. I actually do not have the submissions from the ODPP. So counsel has received them, I have not.
yeah, the reason is, counsel, you are just coming on record now.
Yes,
You've not been in this matter. The accused person appointed you to come.
yes.
And so the DPP were in order to serve the counsel was on record. And now you see, it's up to you. Both of you are representing the accused person. It's up to you to discuss how you want to proceed in the interest of your client. And I'm not pushing anyone. I'll be very patient. I said I came here this matter because we need to conclude it.
My lady, if I may.
Yes.
Yes, so we are agreed. We required 7 days to respond after full service.
You can see me
Depending on the
shaking.
court's calendar.
You can see me shaking my head.
Yes.
7 days.
I can, I'll check the directions of the court. 7 days would be sufficient. I can do it in 3 or more.
Let me just make some observation.
Yes.
I have the benefit of the submissions from the ODPP. 1, 2, 5 pages, 6. Here we are. Actually, I've gone through them. Although I got them very late, but I've gone through them. I have not gone through the victim's submissions because they have just been given to me when I arrived here, 8:45. I can see the about 8 pages, actually generally 7 pages. For me, I'll take only about maybe 1 hour or 30 minutes to go through them. So the question I'm asking Counsel Munge and Professor Nandwa, do you need 7 days to respond to these submissions? My answer is no. And I may want to speak to something, and I'm giving you an option to consider. Let me benefit from the only clock in front of me. I'm not looking at my emails. I'm using the phone for time. 10:18. If I were to give you time and we return to this court in the afternoon at 3, would that be sufficient time for you to have prepared your client's case, or do you feel that you require more time? Over to you, both of you. I'm not pushing you. Make sure that you are acting in the interest of your client.
Yes, my lady. And that is why, my lady, I'm requesting for the 7 days. I understand that indeed we can, and I have just gone through the filings by the victims, but I have not seen the others. And as it stands, I will, after we have a discussion with counsel, be taking over the proceedings. From this point on, I do need time.
I'm
I think it
sorry,
will be
I will
good.
not be able to give you 7
Yeah,
days. It's
yes,
too
and that-
long a time, counsel. If you are coming in this matter, there's already a counsel. You can have a discussion with him. 7 days is too long a time to put in submissions.
My lady, I can take your directions.
Yeah, I can give you my directions. May I have a reaction from the other party, knowing that this delay and the adjournment of this matter is occasioned by the bench right in front of me?
My lady, for the prosecution, we are ready to proceed as detailed by the court. We had suggested in fact we're ready to take the
Okay, you submitting?
My lady, we are also ready. Ideally, when we received the sentencing report yesterday, we did our very best within 3 hours to prepare and file our submissions. I think the time that the court extended to that would be sufficient to move it. So for us, we're ready, but what the court says this afternoon, we will be ready to
I was going to come back in the afternoon at 3, and you can say I could have come at 2 just to allow the other parties adequate time, maybe about 3, 4, 5 hours to work, so 4 hours. But if that is not working for them, remember it's the life of their client which is at stake. Right? And 2, we must be sensitive because you are the people who are filing the documents very late, and they cannot and could not have filed until they had seen the documents. But for information, I already know the entire content of the pre-sentence report, and part of my judgment on sentencing has already incorporated that. My judgment, which I had at the time I was working to this, has already incorporated the prosecution because I received them yesterday. What I do not have in that judgment, and of course, I've already seen the records from the CRO, which I've taken note of. The only documents which are missing in my judgment is the victims which have just been given out. So, Professor Nando, you've consulted your client.
Yes.
What is his wish and what is your position? And remember, I have ruled out giving you 7 days for submissions or response to you.
My lady, his wish was that we submit orally, although he wanted to have a look at what has been filed because we have not shared with him what has been filed, and therefore we pray that we'll be given ample time to respond accordingly. My lady.
That is not clear. His wish is that you submit orally, but at the same time, you're asking for time to respond.
Yes,
Could you
to
just
have-
be a little bit more clearer to the court?
Yes, because of the late service, we need to digest what has been filed for us to be able to address the court.
So is that then an indication that you are seeking for an adjournment to put in written submissions in
Yes.
response?
Yes, that's
All right.
That's the question.
Okay? And if that is the case, then once you put in your written submissions, all the parties will have put in their written submissions. And I would like to know whether at that point you release the matter to the court, write his judgment, and I simply walk back into this court to deliver my judgment on sentence, or will you want to highlight the submissions which you'll have filed? And that now is across the board.
There's no need of highlighting.
Okay.
Maybe we can file and then we have
The same position for the state, and if you want to leave it to the court.
Committee?
Yes, we've filed very comprehensive submission.
Okay. So, Professor Nandwa,
Yes, my lady.
do you think you can work today and work on Monday?
Today is not enough given that it's also Friday.
And I said today, I hear you. I gave you Monday.
Yes, Monday.
You think you'll have filed your submission?
By end of the
Monday.
Yes.
Okay. Court assistant, please ask my court assistant in Naivasha to get me my diary for Tuesday. As you are aware that I've been on leave, for 1 full month. I'm resuming my work at Naivasha, and it's going to be quite heavy. Tuesday at 2 p.m. so that I can deal with my course list, Naivasha High Court. Because I'm now not able to take this matter in the morning. I have a full course list.
Just a minute, my lady.
Sure.
He wants to.
My lady was saying that what we have agreed is
It's okay with him?
yes, so the file submissions by Monday. And no need to add action submissions.
Okay, thank you. I am hoping that the ODPP had the benefit of the pre-sentence report
Yes, my lady, you are supplied to the
and the victim's family,
Yes, yeah.
and that the accused person has had the benefit of the records from the CRO, Professor Nandwa. Because as you prepare your documents, you need to understand all the documents the court will be taking into account in delivering its judgment or
We have,
sentence.
we have benefit, although the presenting report and the DPP say that they have no
So would you
records.
like me to be kind enough to let you know what the records say?
Yes, my lady.
Okay. The court assistant has moved out. But from my understanding of the records I got, they indicated that he has no previous record of conviction.
Yes.
So he's treated as a first offender.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I can consider Tuesday or Wednesday. I thought the two would be able to tell me which of the 2 days. My course list at Naivasha is very heavy. Kindly let Edwin know we are waiting. Edwin, please come over and tell me what you established. Wow. Tuesday is not possible. Wednesday is okay. So if we take it on Tuesday, I may get a bit late. Wednesday, $11:30. I put on my course list. Or 2. That's the way that the murder trials for that day. It's very critical. That I can manage. And I think I can manage to organize myself. I will redistribute my matters for Wednesday to the other days. Maybe I may have to just reschedule them to sit on a Friday. So let me give you Wednesday next week. But all said and done, you must find your documents by Monday to enable me look at them on Tuesday and deliver my judgment of sentence on Wednesday. May I make it very clear that if the documents will not have been filed, then I may not consider them, but I'm sure you understand the necessity and the importance of filing those documents. You are the only people who have the benefit of speaking last, Professor Nando and Bunge, and you have the benefit of responding to what has been written. Had we done oral submissions, highlights the state probably would have come in after you, and now you have the last opportunity. my earlier reading quite a bit on the sentencing makes it very clear that it's not just the tail end process, but it's a significant stage in the criminal justice system and in a criminal case trial. So I hope we all know that. So may I then just take note, court assistant, confirm the date?
I think of March.
You're much obliged, my lady.
My lady, before you turn off, Ms. Waweru was requesting to address the court. She is known to the court and she's known in this matter.
Sorry, she,
Ms. Waweru would like to address you. She's known to this court and she's not a stranger in this matter.
it depends on whether she has local standard known to the court and stranger, and her rights having been extinguished by natural and probable and consequences of events. I hope I'm not speaking too much jargon. This is not to the public and neither is it to the accused person.
She has local standard and she's
Sure.
pursuing.
I will hear her.
She's
for sure.
proceeding. She's
I will hear
proceeding
her.
from where you left.
I will hear her. Please proceed.
My lady, if I may,
Yes.
I'm Ms. Waweru. I'm holding brief for lady. Would like to make us. My lady, on that.
Would you like to raise up your voice, counsel, because I can hardly hear your address to the court. If there is a speaker, please use it. Sure.
My lady, if I may, I'm holding brief. I'm Ms. Waweru. I'm holding brief for my learned senior Katwa. My lady, we have an application for release of the security. My lady, on 30th of October 2018, the second accused was released on terms of bond of 2 million with one surety of the similar amount. My lady, on 9th of February 2014, my senior made an application for the release of security. It was granted, and we were granted 14 days. After 14 days, we were to write a letter to the deputy registrar to effect the same orders. However, my lady, we wrote a letter on 5th of March 2014, indicating to the DR that we would like the release of the security, which was a title deed of John Gashi. My lady, however, we were praised that the order for the release needed to be in writing. Hence, that's the main reason why we are before you.
Have you given me the benefit of the correspondence you are speaking to?
Yes, my lady, we had filed a letter.
What assistant would you confirm whether those documents have reached the court or not? Because I'm a total stranger to your address to the court this morning.
The document that we are about is.
Tell everyone loudly. I don't want to live here with missiles that are not mine.
The document the advocate is referring to is with.
I've received enough missiles, but this time I must also engage myself adequately to deal with them. Counsel, I am seized of this matter because before I was transferred to Naivasha High Court, I was dealing with this matter. You are aware that the matter basically is domesticated in the criminal division of the High Court in Nairobi. I'm a visiting judge. If you write a letter to the Honorable DR, it will not come to the Honorable DR in Naivasha. It will go to the Honorable DR Nairobi High Court Criminal Division. I have not seen it. There is a presiding judge who I think will be able to deal with that. But all said and done, what you're asking me to do is extremely administrative. And I would have expected to be done, even if this file was taken to my brother, Honorable Kimondo, he would have made an order because it has nothing to do with a decision in the main substance of the matter. But that said and done, I'm not running away. I'll speak to my brothers. You can hear from the court assistants. Those documents have not reached me. If they did, of course, at the hard time, I would have done that. I'll pick it up with my brother, Justice Kimondo. We will address it. It's not a matter that should bother you. An order will be made. And unless there's good reason why the security should not be released, it should be released. Okay, does that help?
Yes, it does. Much obliged, my lady.
Okay. And I didn't have to record that, neither have I recorded it. But it will be done. Okay. So court assistant, make sure when I adjourn, those documents are brought to my knowledge, and I'll just make the necessary order for release of it. All right, so allow me then to just confirm that this matter has been rescheduled to the 13th day of March 2024. Let's agree on time. Is 11:30 okay in the morning?
Yes, it is fine with us.
The other councils?
It's fine with us, my lady.
Okay. So, as much as I started by doing a disclaimer on how today I'm not the one who is being accused of adjourning this matter, I think at the end of the day, I'm the driver of the vehicle, being the one presiding over this court. And I think the most decent thing to do is to apologize for any inconvenience that may be caused by the delay in this matter, and hope that we'll not have to adjourn it again, that we'll be able to deal with it to finality in the date that I have fixed for judgment on sentence. And with that, unless there is any other issue, I'll be requesting that you allow all of us to adjourn the court, and I wish you a good day. Court assistant? Thank you.